Late. I'm late to a very important date. Hello, everybody, and welcome into Tuesday night, October 14th, 2025. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies tonight with Bill, Rich, Greg, Jeff Ryman from Lost Wages, who may be getting competition, and One Fish 26 out.
John Williams said hello, Greg Guy.
I've got confirmation of audio, so hopefully we're good. Hope everybody's good. Let's go take a look at chat. Sam was first. 1626 was first. 8:25 p.m. Followed by Great Guy 36 minutes later. Second place. Darn it. Was watching Jen's video, eating dinner, had rice fried with peppers, onion, soy sauce, and garlic. No meat chopped up in there anywhere.
Chicken.
Chicken. Did I miss? I don't see. Okay, cool. Rick Lake says hello. He's number 3 in XP, and he was the third to chat. That's pretty cool. Ghetto Fortnite says hi. Jazz gives us a couple of turquoise guys and a couple of purple hands and a like done. Thank you, Jazz. I do appreciate that. John Williams, not sure why I give me a thumbs up. He never sees me when I'm here. Here's full disclosure. I scheduled a stream and then I walk away. At about 10 minutes till 10, I come back in and I look at the stream and I see what's going on. I have no idea what takes place between the time when I schedule it and about 10 minutes till 10. None. You guys could be in there doing all kinds of stuff. Rick laughed at John's joke, and John asked Rick if he made him laugh, and Rick said, "Yep." Rick or Jeff would like to know, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
We finally got there.
Well, we got started. I don't know that we're going to get there or not. I'm noticing tonight the Zoom camera is not doing the weird things it wasn't doing. Ski Man in the house. Hello, Ski Man. Took his meds late so he can catch the show. And that's probably an okay thing to do every once in a while. John says hi to Ski. Ski says hi to John. Ski says the dinner sounded good. Ellen's in the house. My cell phone is behind like 9 seconds behind my Xbox. Yeah, there's a 7-second delay from the time I see it on OBS to where it shows up in the studio. 7 seconds. And that's how I time everything out. When I hit the start to stream, I've got a static picture, which tonight was a witch or something coming out of the TV set. And I let that run for 3 to 5 seconds. And then I hit the stream deck, and that's what gets the show going for me. Charlie Purdy is in the house. He says, hello, John. Hello, Rick. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Ellen. Good to see you. Annie from Saudi Arabia says, good morning, Sir Ken. Watching here from Saudi Arabia. I think it's morning for her.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
See you, Annie. Thank you very much for being here. Ski Man says, evening, Rick. I think that's got all the chat knocked out. John just did a complaining Doug. I actually, in the description tonight, I actually explain what they do and how to do them. For example, exclamation C, you have to put text behind it in order for it to say something. If you just put exclamation C, nothing's going to work. But if you put exclamation C and then like, hello, Bill, hello, Greg, hello, Rich, hello, whatever, it'll actually speak that, or at least it should. NCIS Sydney's on. Yeah,
Lawn Dog said hello, Bill.
And Long Dog tested out. He says, Long Dog said hello, Bill. Thank you, Long Dog. So my plans tonight were I'll get the stream scheduled. I'll have dinner. I'll be done by 8 o'clock. I'll watch NCIS and NCIS Origins. I'll be 5 minutes late to the stream tonight, and then I'll be good. Sydney's not a deal breaker. That never happened. So at 11 o'clock, I'm going to watch out of Las Vegas, NCIS, followed by NCIS Origins, followed by NCIS Sydney. Not exactly the way I wanted to do it, but it will work. John, did you see? No, Scott's in the house. Hello, Scott. I have not seen it yet, and John and I were talking about it last night. I'm looking forward to seeing this season's opener based off how last season ended. And if you're not an NCIS fan, I understand that, but I've been following NCIS. I have been following NCIS since the JAG days, back when it first got introduced on JAG.
English.
Yes, I know English. Thank you, John. Scott says it was good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like NCIS. I do like NCIS Origins. NCIS Sydney is kind of one of those iffy. It was like NCIS LA. I didn't really like that one, but I would watch it from time to time because I liked a couple of the actors that were on it. Long Dog plan. My plan was to make an appearance, take a shower, go to bed. Well, you made your appearance. Go take a shower and go to bed. No, I appreciate you being here, Long Dog. I really do. The illness has a way of amplifying itself and becomes very uncomfortable. Yeah, hopefully you and your wife get to feeling better pretty soon. Oh, FBI last night was fantastic. I did not like the way that it ended, but I liked FBI, and I liked the FBI Most Wanted. I did not ever watch International, and I know there were people in here that were pretty much the opposite of that liked the International, but not the other two. It was a shocking ending, I thought. It really was. Well, there are times when my teeth hurt. What that old age? I don't know. Cold weather? Why would your teeth hurt? And his voice is practically shot. Well, that means you're going to have to get the old keyboard out and get the old fingers limbered up and type on the keyboard. Ski Man hopes that Long Dog gets to feeling better. Him and his wife have been under the weather for the last few days, and I too hope that they get to feeling better. Knock on wood, I've been doing decent. I felt bad a couple nights ago. Well, actually, I felt bad last week. Breaking news, as Brian would say. You remember about 10 days ago, Brian came on here and he showed us on his YouTube that the UI had changed. Well, mine has changed. Mine has finally changed. Now, I'm hoping, since he came back a couple days later and he said, more breaking news, it's changed back. I'm really hoping that this reverts back, because at this particular point in time, I'm not a big fan of this layout. It'll grow on me, I'm sure, but I'm not a big fan of it. The speaker changed, the changing from the regular view to the theater and all that other stuff changed, and the expanded screen changed. Oh my goodness! I need to learn to talk. Typing on a keyboard, how quaint. Yeah, it's a new concept. You take a keyboard, you put your fingers on the S or the F, the D, the S, and the A on the left hand, and then the J, the K, the L, and the semicolon on the right hand, and then you type your little heart out. Of course, if you type like I type nowadays, you can put your fingers on them keys and you still spell words wrong. I think that's an up here problem. I think my brain says go to the I, but my hands go to the O, or go to the O and my hands go to the U, or it's hard to explain. It's a good thing we have spell check. It's a good thing when you spell something wrong, you get a little squiggly line under it, hover over it, and it changes it for you, making us very, very lazy. Thank you, Annie. Typing on. Oh yeah, I watched a video last night on my phone, and in the beginning of the video, I was on chat. I was typing on my phone because I was in bed and I didn't want to get up, and everything was going good. And then all of a sudden, chat just went away. completely gone. Wasn't an ad. It went away. I spent probably a good 6, 7 minutes trying to figure out where chat went. So I finally said, you know what? I closed it, and I should have left it closed, but I didn't. I reopened it, and sure enough, chat was there. I see the Dodgers are buying off the other team again. Last I looked, it was 3-1, but it's a 7 game series. We'll see what happens. I mean, they probably should be up 2-0. Figure they go to LA, they're going to win at least one of those two out there. We'll see what happens. 4-1 now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they've got an expensive payroll. They went out and bought players specifically to win the World Series. I think through the year they were kind of just there. Now that the playoffs have started, I think they really ramped things up and they're ready to go win the World Series. And I still think it's going to be Seattle, and I still think it's going to be LA. I haven't seen anything to change my mind yet. We will see. John Williams didn't watch the FBI. I watched 9/11 and Gold Rush. I've seen 9/11 advertised a couple times, and it catches my eye. It catches my eye for a moment, but then when it's on at the same time as something else that I really do like to watch, FBI, then that's going to win out most of the times. I suppose I could get our good friend out of England to start getting me 911, and then I could add that to my collection. John need to send ICE to deport the yeah, yeah. We don't want to go down that road. We're going to keep that conversation private, so to speak. That would be kind of an interesting scenario, though. I know what he's referring to. Had fun playing with DaVinci today. I did set up a little bit more on the intro, messing around with it. I'm already working on tomorrow nights, except I got frustrated. Jazz is still here. Hello, Jazz. It's going to be tough if we can't win at home. Ken's pay. Yeah, they're on my payroll. What can I say? I'm not a Dodgers fan by any stretch or means. In fact, truth be known, I'm a longtime non-Dodgers fan because they used to be in the same division that Cincinnati was in, which was the stupidest thing I ever thought. You got Cincinnati, Ohio, smack dab middle of the country, and you got Los Angeles Dodgers out on the West Coast that were in the same division. How can that be? I never could figure that out. And then it got explained to me one time when they drew the lines for Major League Baseball why it was that way. I never did understand it. Ellen's still here. Thank you, Ellen. Let's see here. Darren's joined. See, Darren heard his name.
Did you say it 3 times?
No, I did not.
No, twice
My
anyway.
deep pockets. Yeah. My deep pockets. Boy, I tell you. I did learn some things today about YouTube, and the guy that I watched, Rob the Maritimer, he basically confirmed what I've been saying all along about the watch hour dilemma. It is on a rolling scale. It is on a 365-day basis, but it slides. So if I make 10 hours today on a live stream, which I won't, but let's say I made 10 hours today, and a year ago I made 15 hours, when it all processes tomorrow, I'm going to lose 5 hours. And then he went into way more detail than I care to go into. And he's got a spreadsheet that tracks all his stuff for him. And I thought, you know what? I glance at it and I'm a little concerned about it, but there's no way I'm making a spreadsheet. Just not going to happen. It was interesting though. I made one spreadsheet recently, and by recently I mean within the last 3 years, and that was for my golf. That was to track my golfing stats, and that was fun. Number one. Number two, it got convoluted, so I deleted it. I just put it on my paper. Anyway, let's look at chat one last time. Scott, you know it, too cheap to buy his own. Oh, John. Yeah, she pays me rent, I'll buy her a computer. She gets caught up on rent, I'll buy her a computer. I'll buy her the parts to buy a computer, or I'll buy a computer. But her parameters have changed a little bit, John. She now wants something that she can not only game with, but she wants to be able to do editing and drawing and stuff of that nature. And I I don't know if there are any drawing programs out there at all. The thumbnail of the night, the two pictures on the ends, she drew those by hand on a tablet with the
Hmm.
pencil. That's just amazing. Um, I
There's
told her,
probably a little overlap between that and the gaming. They both need a decent CPU and a good graphics card.
mm-hmm, yep. Um,
I would think you could get one that would be pretty decent at both tasks, but what do I know?
I would imagine I could put Da Vinci. Guys, heard of that new game called Da Vinci 2? It's
Hmm.
awesome. Oh my goodness. I
What
imagine
programs does she want to run for her drawing stuff? Has she told you?
she has not said. She mentioned one she currently uses, and I'd never heard of it.
Well,
And
if you
I'm
knew
like,
what those are, you can go look up the requirements for them.
sure, sure. Um, I bet you I could put Destiny 2 on the Da Vinci machine, and I probably could play it with no problem. I couldn't do both at the same time, but I think one or the other would be just fine. I used to play Destiny on a streamer machine, so and this one's slightly better only because of the graphics card. Ski Man says he can draw, which he meant to say sketch. I can't. Stick figures is about the best I can do, and even those look horrible. That's why I'm fortunate to have discovered Da Vinci. Never mind. No problem, Ski. No problem. Talk is cheap. John, she gets caught up. We'll see.
How
We'll
long
see.
will that be?
If things go the way we sat down and discussed it last night, it will take 3 checks and should be completely caught up. So we'll see. That's 2 weeks from
Well,
yes or Friday. We'll see. I mean,
no, but that's progress from what it was the other time.
oh my gosh, yeah,
So,
it's leaps and bounds better.
well,
Um,
so long as it's getting better and not regressing, I think I
it
would have
hasn't
no problem.
yet. And I when she did pay me what she paid me on Friday last week, I said, "Do you have enough money to get till your next payday?" And she said, "I think so." And then when she told me what she has, I said, "Well, I would hope so." Um, honestly, with that kind of money left over, my hands are aching. Sorry to hear about. Oh, his hands are aching from holding the phone and typing on it. Long Dog says Wacom, WACOM. That's a company that makes some of the better tablets for drawing.
Drawing.
I think he means drawing. Got to remember he uses Dragon
Oh,
Naturally
well,
Speak.
you got to kill that dragon software, long
Yeah,
dog. Just
yeah.
typing.
I know. Um, Learn to type. One finger even. Da, 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 da.
There's a
What did
joke I
John
can tell
finish?
you
God, we had
about
a
that, but
discussion
I
about
won't
it. He needs a
during
little bit.
family
No,
time.
no, no, John. John seems to think I have extra money laying around to spend, which I do not. I got a $145 bill I got to pay in 3 days, and I'm scraping to figure out how to do that. But I'll get it paid. It'll be good. We'll be fine. Need a wireless keyboard for my. That's funny. A wireless keyboard for the cell phone. Now she was telling me about there's a tablet apparatus that you can connect to your computer via Wi-Fi, and whatever you do on the tablet shows up on your monitor on your computer. I found that to be kind of interesting. Um, I don't know.
Probably
Call me
some
old-fashioned,
software
but
necessary on both ends
I
instead of
would think, yeah, I would think. The keyboard that I type on is not sitting on a table; it's sitting on top of an old PC. Wrists are floating in air. You wouldn't. John says, you know what? I have never had an American Express card in my entire life.
you
I think I
left
got my,
home without it.
I did. I went overseas without it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the one I have not had. Um, I think my
I
first
have
credit
one,
card
but
was
because Costco used them for a while, that's the reason I have an American Express card.
right.
And when they switched to Visa from Citibank last time, American Express card just said you can keep on going.
Yeah.
So
Long Dog said he never had an American Express card either. I think they charge a lot of money. I
Well,
don't know.
some
I
of them
got
they do.
offers.
Mine has no charge.
Yeah, I
They keep
what
trying
little.
to upgrade me to one that has a charge, but I have resisted so
Well, of
far.
course they do. I mean, they want to make money. That's their whole
Well, I
point of
mean,
it.
the one I use gives me like, I don't know, 3% cash back on three different categories and 1% on everything else. And they keep trying to entice me. We see you buy your groceries on this one. If you upgrade to this other one, you would get 6% back instead
But
of
it's going to
3.
cost you in the long run, right?
But it has an annual fee associated with it, like 90 or $100 a year.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not bad.
no, it isn't. But for what little extra I would make in cash back, then I've got the annual payment to make regardless. And
Right.
until they kick me off this card, I'm not going to the other one.
Yeah. Ellen's still watching. Thank you, Ellen. I probably will catch your stream tomorrow morning because in 39 minutes I'm migrating to the TV. That way I
Oh, I
can
thought
watch.
you were going to say I'm migrating permanently to Windows 11 in 39 minutes.
I got 11 on both machines. One of them's 25H2, the other one's 24H2. And speaking of that, the one was doing an
Well,
update a while ago. Oh, it's
I
pending a
got a,
restart.
just before your stream started, I got a call from my engineer friend who's never been computer literate. He's got an old clunker that's barely hanging in there, and he was trying to get the extended security updates on it.
Right.
And I explained to him, you need a Microsoft account. Do you have one? Well, I don't know, you know. And he doesn't. He doesn't remember if he has one or not. My guess is he's never had one. But he went through the steps, except that when he tried to do it, he wasn't logged in with a Microsoft account. And so it just sat there and spun its wheels for a little over an hour. And I told him, you may as well kill that. It's not going to work.
Right,
You know,
right.
'cause when I did
John,
my old computer, it was like no more than 2 or 3 minutes. Once I got it to where it offered it to me, I took longer getting that part done.
that's right. Today's the day. Now, has that taken place yet, or is that going to be midnight Pacific time that goes into effect? I know today's
I don't
October
know when it
14th.
goes into effect. I'm not too worried about Windows 10 at this point, even without the updates, because normally you get updates, what, once a month, sometimes
Right,
an occasional extra special super critical update every 2 weeks. But you're not in the normal course of events. I wouldn't be getting another update on my Windows 10 machine, which I'm on right now, talking to you guys, for another month. So I'm not sweating it at this point.
right.
I will get something done on here before another month goes by. And my laptop, I still have to do yet. And my old machine, I got the extended updates on. I just got to remember to log in once every 60 days with my Microsoft account. So,
Yeah. John says he only accepts cash for sales, doesn't need the IRS looking for him. You need a high credit score and use it. You need to have a card. You need to have a high credit score and use it at least once or twice a year. I think I used mine once maybe, and then I immediately pay it off the next month. I think I got
well,
3.
I pay mine off I have ones I use a lot, but they're completely paid off every month.
Right. Yeah. Long Dog
And
says ask your friend if he's got a Hotmail or an Outlook account. If he does, there's a possibility he's got a Microsoft
no, he
account.
uses AOL for email.
Oh my God. AOL mail still around?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's just an
Man.
email account at this point.
Right, but still, I'm surprised that even that
Well, I
works.
mean, he had it, and it was just easier to keep on using it than change.
Man, now that you said that, I got that silly sound of America Online running through my head. Oh my goodness. That'll bug
I
me
don't
all. In 3, 2, there it is.
Silk and satin,
Maybe.
feel the night.
On OBS.
Glitter falling, golden light.
Shine, shine.
There we go.
Every step
The studio
a
went
whispered
non-live on me
tease.
again. I don't get
Moving
why it
slow
does that.
like honeybees. Shimmy,
Haven't done that in a while.
shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
It says you've got female.
That's all, folks.
Long dog again, Jeff. I wouldn't be too concerned about giving away about the security updates. Microsoft is going to divide up machines whether they have a Microsoft account versus a local account. Apparently, Long Dog is now a spokesperson for Microsoft. Thank you, Greg,
Well,
for
there's a bunch
putting
of
that in there.
channels saying you got to log in at least once every 60 days. If you get dropped from it, then you've got to go through the process of setting it up again, apparently.
Now, Greg
And
put a comment in. Go ahead.
I
Thanks,
already
yeah.
use Microsoft for my email. I have an Outlook.com email account. I don't log in with it, but I connect to it using Thunderbird. Every 60 days, and I've logged in once, and I'll do like the video I saw showed me how to switch back to my local account. And if worse comes to worse on that machine, I'm getting the ESU for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if it doesn't continue, I mean, I'm not normally going to the internet on that machine at all. The first time I've been on the internet on that machine was to sign up for the extended security updates. I mean, first time in a long time.
I missed a comment somewhere. Ski Man or Scott is asking about Caddyshack. I didn't see anything about Caddyshack. Great movie, by the way. The original one.
John Williams said hello, Greg Guy.
Has there
Priceless
been a
movie.
remake? Did somebody remake that sucker?
I don't think that one's been remade yet. They had a Caddyshack 2,
Okay.
and it was horrible. One Gug says I did the ESU update, and it was just a couple clicks, and that was done. Everyone's saying goodnight, so we'll wrap it up. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, kstout00m at gmail.com. Ask for the credentials. We'll get you on the panel. See you tomorrow. Is Rick doing a stream tomorrow? I can't remember.
It just
Shoot.
2 or 3 clicks for me, and mine was done.
Yeah.
But it didn't pop up and offer it to me automatically on my own machine. I had to go through several steps, which I found in an online video, to how to make it offer it to me. Once it was offered, it was no big thing. Well, and there's also that other thing you can get for free, that